Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. The topic of this video is reflections on my trip to Yosemite. So I just got back a couple days ago and I could probably talk for like a half an hour or an hour on all the different insights I had being out in nature and on a field trip. I was on a field trip with 27 fifth graders for 4 days. But I just wanted to condense it down to one experience that I wanted to share with you because it really relates to yoga and the power of the mind. So one day, it was actually our first day there. We arrived on a Monday. Tuesday morning, had a day full of activities scheduled with the kids. And in the afternoon, myself and a few of the other chaperones took about 14 kids on a big hike. And the hike was the trail to Vernal Falls. So I was really excited. I love hiking. It was going to be predominantly uphill, and it was definitely a hike that was doable for all of us, including 11-year-olds. So we headed out, and the first half, no problem. The trail's pretty wide. You get to a beautiful bridge over the rushing water, and it's kind of like a pit stop partway up. There's bathrooms and stuff. And then we began the second half, and the first portion, no problem. It's kind of cobblestone, rocky stairs. And then all of a sudden, quite dramatically, the conditions changed. So it went from being, warm, sunny, comfortable temperature to like wind and water. So basically we were coming up the side of the waterfall, and you literally went from this gorgeous weather to just, you're covered head to toe in water. The water's rushing from the wind off the waterfall. Water is pouring down these, if you could even call them stairs, kind of cobblestone carved out path up the mountain. And suddenly I was super uncomfortable. First of all, I don't like wet and wind, and it was cold. And I didn't have any layers because I didn't anticipate that. But I was also getting nervous because the wind was gusting so strong, and here the pathway is wet. It felt really unstable. And there was a few people in the group that had gone up ahead, and there were some people behind me. But I had a moment of, do I really want to continue? And I looked up, and at this point you can see the top. And it looks like from that vantage point, like a sheer just cliff of the waterfall. And you can see people looking over. And I have a fear of heights. So I had to have like an inner dialogue with myself about it. And I said, no, I really want to go ahead. Other people have gone ahead. Clearly it's doable. I'm going to push through this. So I went up ahead, and not much further along, it went from freezing, cold, windy, you're practically walking through a river. Forget your shoes being dry, you're just stepping in puddles of water, to clear again. And then I was that last little bit before the very top. And again, it's dry now, it's no longer windy and cold. But now the last little bit of stairs up to the very top is incredibly steep and like on the edge of the cliff. And there was now a built-in railing, which there wasn't earlier. And I found myself facing a new level of fear, which was the fear of heights. I do not like being on a sheer cliff. And so again, I had that moment, and I think it's really coming from my yoga practice of, do I want the fear in my mind to overtake my ability to make it to the top? And so I just used my yoga techniques of deep breathing and staying very present and very focused. And it was a very short distance, but I observed my nervousness and kind of feeling shaky. And I pushed right through it and got to the top, which was beautiful and sunny and calm and flat and clear, and I had time to sit and enjoy the view and kind of take it all in. But the big takeaway for me, which I think is so true of so much of life, is when our minds decide an experience is worse than it really is, or fear kind of overcomes our ability to actually be present with the truth of the moment. And the truth of the moment was I was never in danger, and I was perfectly capable of, getting to the top. So I was so happy I did it. I still had some concerns about going down, because down is actually harder, and with all that water pouring down the stairs, I was nervous that was going to be difficult, but it wasn't at all. We actually went down so easily and so quickly, and I never felt unsafe, and I was really, really happy that I did it. So I just wanted to share that with you, that sometimes changing your your location, getting out of your comfort zone, doing something different, and using the power of your ability to be really focused and present can help you through challenging situations, life situations. So I'm really, really, really glad I went on the trip, and I've been recovering ever since, because 4 days and 27 kids is a lot. But it was a beautiful experience. So I challenge you to put yourself in some new and different situations and use your yoga presence, your yoga techniques, to keep you present and to keep you growing. Namaste. Thank you.